now listening to A to Z, the podcast with no authority.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the next installment of ADZ. Yeah. I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
And I'm Zeke.
And you know what it is. The boys are back.
Woo!
Better than ever.
Better than ever. Shout out to Dempsey, who finally has the same mic as Zeke and I.
Oh, yeah. So if the sound is better, that's probably why.
That's why.
Thank you, Dempsey.
We got it together.
Yeah. Now we sound better in your ears on your way to work, on your way back home from work, on your way to school, the library, your mama's.
Movies.
Or while you're cleaning your room or your
While-
house.
Right,
Taking
right.
a dump.
Washing
Oh,
dishes while
nice.
taking a dump.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
multitasking.
Controversial.
Yo. Please note that Dempsey and Zeke do not speak for me. Thank you.
Of course not.
We're A to Z, but we're all different
Yeah.
people.
Come on now.
You guys are definitely different.
Yeah, you don't got the toilet
I'm
in.
different. I'm different. I
Alright.
pull up to the scene.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh.
We didn't get that cleared. We can't sing the whole song.
Okay. Guys, you know what I want to be?
What you want to be, Avid?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I want to be the very best. Like no one ever was.
Yeah?
Yeah. And to catch them,
Is that what?
it's my real test.
And what's your cause?
To train them is my cause.
Ah.
But I'm going to travel
Where?
across the land,
Are you going to be searching for anything?
far and wide.
Because it's...
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
It's so true.
You guys done?
You know,
What's going on?
Yeah,
you
we're done.
choose me.
And I don't choose you.
Damn, bro, you don't.
But it's Pokemon.
I thought we chose each other like boys, like 10 plus years. But
There's
Nah.
a third person here.
Nah, I'll choose Pikachu.
I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Okay, yes.
What's your favorite starter Pokemon? Mine was Bulbasaur.
Your favorite?
Like from the,
Well, that's literally the first Pokemon ever.
Wow.
well, that was just my favorite one.
Arguably, I have a theory on that. But
Oh,
Well, if we talking about like Pokédex wise, or if we're talking about like in the like Pokemon world,
Wait,
he's a starter Pokemon. He
Yeah,
gets-
I
Starter
know,
Pokemon.
but you said
Any-
from just
it
going
don't
off
have
what
to
you
be- it don't have to
said
be
because in
first
the
gen.
world,
and
it's
not
it
the
would-
first. You talking about in general,
I
or
just
just
mean,
the
yo, I
first?
just
yeah,
mean
your first starter
Pokemon.
Pokemon. But you said that's
But there's 8
generations.
generations.
No, it could be any generation. I
But
think.
technically, Mew is like the first Pokemon ever.
I have a theory about that.
Then who is it?
We'll talk about it
All
later.
right.
Wait, I think we gotta get. I think we
Okay,
should
yeah.
get back into that though.
But all right,
So-
starter Pokemon. All right, you said who'd you pick?
Bulbasaur.
I like
The
Bulbasaur.
first Pokemon 001.
So Bulbasaur was my first pick when I had the game, but I will have to go with like my guy Squirtle Squirt.
Okay, I like Squirtle too.
I like Torchic.
Are we talking about first gen or
I thought
not?
you were talking about any generation.
I think I'm talking about any gen.
Oh,
I like Torchic.
dang.
Blaziken is a badass Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, he's kicking everybody in the face. Then I have to go with Totodile then.
Totodile.
Yeah, I think the reason I picked Bulbasaur though is because the first 2 gyms, it makes easy wins.
Oh, not because so it's no personal like love
Just
for
'cause
it.
it's easy for you to win the game.
I like Bulbasaur.
Yeah, he's cool, but you
I
know.
don't know. But so the reason why we're bringing this up today is because you may have or may have not heard
What?
that there's this new game out called
Pokemon Masters?
Right, Pokemon Masters.
Never heard of that.
And before I'm gonna flame Zeke later. Not now, but later.
Flame
and so
on.
it's power level's over 5,000?
9. It's over 9.
9,000.
Yeah,
9,000.
So yes, come on.
Yeah, so there's this new game out, very different than its predecessor, Pokemon Go.
Ooh, for mobile app games, that's
Yes,
what we're talking about.
Right. So it's a game available on iOS. Shout out to iOS and Android.
Google Play.
Boo.
Google Play, we out
Android.
there.
Only you by yourself.
It's all right. We'll get into that some other day. So Pokemon Go, if you guys haven't heard of it or played it, it's this like world game where you go out, find Pokemon, and then you just try to catch them right then and there. And then you can control some gyms. it was a very fun, crazy time when Pokemon Go was out.
Yeah, man. Like, you would be walking down the street, everybody, you'd see,
Yeah.
not everybody, but
Like,
you see majority of people
flicking.
playing the game. Yeah, they'll
Flicking.
be flicking. You'll see them, and, like, you could kind of talk with the people and just be like, oh, what's over there? What did you catch? Or blah, blah. Like, I remember, I felt like it built a community in a sense. Like, we were all united through Pokemon Go, I felt.
You mean we're all like social during this video game?
During that summer, what was that? Summer, I want to say summer 2016, summer 2017, maybe 15.
It just turned 3 years old.
Oh, so
So, yeah.
2016,
Wait,
2016.
no, did it?
No,
It is. It just turned 3 years old.
So
2016.
summer 2016.
Yeah.
That was a good time, man.
I remember losing sleep to play that game.
Where was it? We were on what, 59th Street?
Yeah, so I remember
That was the hub.
Shout out to my boy Danny. I would meet him at his house, and we'd have a packed car, maybe 7 of us. We didn't even all fit in the car.
Dang, y'all rolling deep.
That's breaking laws.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, you know.
And
rebels.
hopefully he wasn't playing while driving.
Oh yeah, that's another.
So yo, it's so crazy. He
didn't deny it.
Nah, yo, it's wild.
Disclaimer,
So he would
disclaimer.
Going back home, he would drive slow, so it felt at the game thought you were walking.
Because they implemented
Yeah.
that.
Yes, because you couldn't drive, so it thought we were walking, and we would pick up like items. You spin the thing to get the items and whatnot. But we would meet up close to the Apple store.
On 59.
That area is hot by
Yeah,
Central
yeah,
Park.
yes.
Oh, that was-
So we were by that horse statue or whatever.
Yeah, that's the
And,
spot, bro. I was there all the time.
We were there like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And it wasn't like it was empty. There were hundreds of people there.
Yeah, we were there.
Playing Pokemon.
Playing Pokemon Go.
That's
Like 2
Wait,
a.m.,
Oh,
3 a.m.
you haven't been there? Yeah.
I know. All right, so the
Uh-huh.
express bus is like right by me. So I used to take the express bus to work when I worked in the city, and it travels down that road. So it's perfect to play Pokemon
Of
Go when
course.
you're there.
Yeah.
Especially like if I still have to go to the city nowadays, I'll pull up my phone and play. I mean, I don't play that game at all. I don't know what shit.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nah, it was a fun time, man.
It was a fun time. My favorite story around the area. I'm not sure if you were with me that evening.
Probably. I don't know.
But
Hit
somebody was like, "There's a
Snorlax."
Snorlax in Central Park."
Yeah, I was
no
with you.
lie. All right, so
I was
you're
with you,
me.
yeah,
No lie. Hundreds of people ran into Central Park. Mind you, Central Park was closed at this hour because that's how late it was. So I remember people running out. I think like the cops went into the park, kicking people out of the park. It was crazy.
Was there
sounds so
actually
much
Snorlax?
I don't know because I didn't
No.
run into the park, bro.
Yeah, no.
You went into the park?
No, we didn't. Because I didn't think there was, though. That was the thing.
So many people ran into the park. Like,
It's
that
so
game
rare to
was
find
a
'em.
drug.
I would say. Oh, yeah.
And I don't even like spend the money on games, but like I had some iTunes gift cards. I definitely bought
Those egg hatches?
yes, the egg hatcher things. Yeah. I was gonna say an elixir, but that's not the right word.
No.
Incubator. The egg
Incubators,
There you go.
yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. I had a crazy story around there, too. It was, we were at 59th Street. It was probably like maybe 8, 9 o'clock. Or even later. Who knows? I was out late playing this damn game. So someone was like,
Sleep.
oh, they had like this app where like it just shows you where Pokemon
where
are
the
spotting
nests
up.
are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember that.
someone said, "There's a
Dragonite?
Dragonite
Yeah.
on like 65th or 70th Street."
Yeah, it's just a lie though.
No, it was.
Oh, it was legit.
The whole horde from that circle at 59th Street just moved down there. You see kids running,
Because it
going
was
through the
only
street.
there for like a few minutes. This
Yeah,
spawn, right?
it's like 10 to 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
we're all running, get in there, boom, boom, boom.
Yo,
I
had
get
so
there.
much fun
What?
playing that game.
I didn't catch him. I was so sad and disappointed.
That's crazy.
My
Yeah.
friends caught him, even though I had an excellent throw with a spin.
Ooh, you get
weird.
extra points with that
Yeah.
ultra ball spin.
You know,
Come
I
on.
was so tight, but you know, I survived.
That's all right.
I got my Dratini. Got it.
I never evolved mine back when I used to play. I don't have a Dragonite.
Nah, I know I got one now, but that was just because like they have these events now where they have little more
Yeah.
nests. And it's like Dratini Day.
The game is much more fun to play now than it was. If you thought it was fun back then, I think if it still had the community it had back then now, it would be such a success. Like, that's the thing I hate about these games when they first release them. They're kind of like half
Poo-poo.
finished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not
Same
real
thing with
games.
Pokemon Masters, man. Pokemon Masters is like... dumb right now. Like you could literally, like, I wouldn't do this, but you know there are people out there that probably have by now.
By what?
Just level up the whole entire game. They're probably like level 100, and they beat the thing. And the game came out like what, a couple weeks ago.
Yo, Dempsey, you know I know somebody.
Really? Who?
I think I know someone too.
I know somebody who when it first came out, he sent us a screenshot. He was like, "Yeah, my joints are on level 70."
Oh, swag!
Yeah,
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Let's go. Level 70.
Needless to say, I'm talking to my hitter Zeke to the right of me right now.
Game over. What?
Literally.
You know, and me and Dempsey at the time were on level 15.
What's going on?
But let me tell y'all why. So this is where the flame starts right now. Let me tell you why that's happening, because Dempsey and I work, we have jobs. And my man Zeke still don't have a job.
Oh, no.
Send any emails to abc.pod@gmail, please.
Yo, my man need a job, like, badly.
Well,
he beat the whole game already.
I beat the whole game. Now I don't have to play it now. So, I'm good.
So there's a next update. He's gonna be like, yo, y'all got any more of that Pokemon Go stuff? Pause. Pokemon Masters.
Yeah, but then I'll probably be done with that in a day too. So I'm set. Actually,
but bro, if you start working, it'll take you some time.
That's cool, but it's already done. It'll probably take me a day, if anything.
Well, clearly he wants to be the very best.
Yeah, he
Like
arguably might be the first Pokemon master
at this rate.
Nah, see, if I was a real fiend, I would have downloaded it 2 months ago when it was available in like Switzerland.
Beta or something?
No, it was already done. They just sent it out.
People do that when it's technically that's what it's called when it's in beta, when they have it in other states.
Oh, okay.
So
or countries. Right?
If I really wanted to be a Pokemon master, I would have did that, and then like, oh, you guys still on that?
Yeah, but nah, it's all love my boy Zeke here.
Bang, bang, bang.
Gotta take shots though. That's what we do.
No, but it's unfortunate. Sorry, it's unfortunate that like. It takes a while for games to get good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you shouldn't, like, when a game is released, it shouldn't be that you should just be able to beat it in a couple of hours, Zeke. No.
Like, a couple of minutes.
You should have fun playing it.
And downloaded it yesterday, and I'm done.
Yeah, all right. GG, guys. GG.
That's the one thing that I like when Pokemon Go came out, it was cool, but there wasn't much to do with it. Now they have so much. They have. I don't even remember if they had gyms when it first came out.
Yes, they did.
They did.
They had gyms, but
you couldn't put your Pokemon in there, right?
It was a weird
system.
Yeah.
So I think you could put the Pokemon that you beat that gym with in there. You had to like leave that Pokemon there. And I think now you can put any Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a weird system. Yeah,
I don't know,
but it's overall. It's just much better now. Zeke mentioned they have these things they call community days, where once a month they have a special Pokemon that spawns everywhere for like a couple hours, and you can catch it shiny. Yes. You can catch it really strong. That's another thing I don't think people realized when they first caught the game, that
those levels and different like the
IV individual values is what they're called. So like you can catch the most rarest Pokemon in the game, you catch a Mewtwo or whatever. But if he has a really bad IV, the individual value, then he's useless. But it's a value that ranges anywhere between 0 and 100. And the reason why I know this is because, yes, I am a nerd. Sorry.
It doesn't... See, I don't feel like the IV system for that game, personally, I don't think that works. Because it's like, you're just tapping.
Yeah, there's no competitive aspect to it, which I think they're working on. But
there's no need for it.
Yeah, it's dumb. But anyway, I think... Going back to like what we were talking about before, I think the biggest takeaway from Pokemon Go and Pokemon in general is the fact that it's such a huge franchise.
Oh yeah, people love this.
20 plus years strong. I think it came to the United States late 1990s, early 2000s, and it just released its first live action movie.
Yeah,
like what? That's so crazy to me that like. For a franchise that's been out forever, that it's just starting to really pick up momentum.
I mean, so did Lion King and Aladdin.
Well,
we don't talk about.
I hear those are phenomenal movies.
No. I liked Aladdin.
Aladdin was alright.
It was alright.
Lion King was. Anyways,
another time.
Zeke has strong feelings about the Lion King that we won't get into this
not today. So, but with it, like, they couldn't make a live action Pokemon movie because I want to say the technology itself probably wasn't there yet. Because it'd been like super trash, like in 2000s. Super trash with their like the special effects then in there. Super. So like personally, I always enjoyed the animated movies. I feel like they still did it justice. they knocked it out the park, especially like the first Pokemon movie.
It's a revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
So the first Pokemon movie, they actually called back to it in this Detective Pikachu
it's kind of
movie.
like, it's not a sequel, but it does. It establishes that
It's in that
whatever
world.
happened
yeah,
happened
it's
in that world.
it's kind of. You haven't seen it, right?
I'm probably
It's-
never gonna see it.
I mean, it's okay. The movie. I thought it was very predictable. My favorite part probably was seeing the Pokemon that I grew up with as a kid in like almost like real life form. Like I thought that was pretty awesome. So shout out to like the effects in that movie. I
Special
thought they
effects
were
really good.
Yeah, really
like,
good.
They should probably win something for that. Not
They probably won't.
They
They'll probably
won't,
give it
'cause
to
it's a
some
kid
other
movie,
movie.
right?
No,
Yeah.
not only that, they usually give it to like
Real movies.
Avengers?
I'll have
Star
quotes.
Star Wars.
some are blockbusters. They're
blockbuster,
usually,
right? Yeah,
omitted
yeah.
from like they get the nominations, but they don't get the awards.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel Mr. Ryan Reynolds did, huh?
Bro, it was literally watching Deadpool for a kid version. I mean, I enjoyed that.
But
I
that's
thought
just
it was
his
funny.
voice. That's
Yeah,
just-
you didn't know.
No, but I felt like he acted the same way, but like appropriate for kids.
I'm just Pikachu now.
You don't think so, Dempsey?
Yeah, I know, but that's just his acting style. Like he's just very sarcastic. That's why he got Deadpool. People said that he was literally the human Deadpool, or the
Yeah.
real
The live
version
action.
of Deadpool,
Yeah.
because of how he was. That's how he reacts in the comics and
So
stuff.
he's not even acting. He's just
He just
him.
being himself.
Collecting a check.
Hey, shout out to Collective.
Yo,
Check.
Ryan Reynolds, my guy. Yo, send over that. I think he has tequila, right?
Yeah.
Yo, send us a bottle, man. We support you over here.
Or the check. Send Zeke the check.
Send me a
Ooh.
check too.
No, I'll take it all.
I want some
You're
Ryan
right.
Reynolds money.
Yeah, tequila and a check? Ooh.
Oh, you living your best life. Living my best life.
Pokemon Masters in one hand and the tequila in the other.
Hey, man, Pokemon Go somewhere else.
Oh, my.
Whoa! Edit that out.
Yeah, use your own imagination, guys.
So
Ayo.
I was thinking about, like, since we were talking about Pokemon, it's such a great
Franchise.
right? But Pokemon Go, like, as great as it was another part in the Pokemon history that kind of reinvigorated it. But there were a lot of people that had a lot of problems with it. You guys know who Oliver Stone is? Like a famous director. He did Wall Street.
Yes. I know Oliver Stone.
No, I don't, sir.
He does like all the controversial movies. He did World Trade Center.
Yeah.
The movie about like the one with Nicolas Cage. He also did the Edward Snowden movie that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
He does a lot of those crazy movies.
Does it all.
Stone Man.
He did the George W. Bush movie that came out a while back too. But anyway, he actually, because he's like very big on government, and he called Pokemon Go a new level of invasion of privacy.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He said that it was
stop
a new. These are quotes that I'm pulling, by the way. Surveillance capitalism and totalitarianism at its finest.
Awesome.
Sounds like collusion.
But don't you?
No, it's true.
What are your thoughts on that?
Because think about it. They have the global, like, the GPS system. They're tracking everybody. Now they're seeing, like, hotspots. And then it's like, oh, man, it's... Because, like, who knows this company that we're giving our data to?
That's the thing. You know, they're not Nintendo,
Yeah,
right?
no,
and
yeah,
they're not the
Niantic.
they're a totally different company. And fun fact,
Hit me.
Pokemon Go is actually like it's literally the same
Same portals as some other game.
Yeah, they created another game, but the name
Yeah.
escapes me right now.
No, I know exactly what you're
But
talking
they
about.
literally
All
just
the-
reskinned it.
Yes, because
Pokemon.
all the locations are the same.
Identical,
They're
but
identical, yeah.
they do have a feature where you can submit new locations, which I think is weird. And you can do it in Pokemon Go. You can do it in other game, but you can do it in Pokemon Go now.
interesting.
You have to be level 40 though. You have to be maxed out.
so-
You gotta be a master.
like Zeke.
but that's so weird, right?
but-
why would you do
yeah.
that?
But-
why would you allow that? What do they need to know? Like, we are not a conspiracy podcast, but I think I think our friend Oliver Stone here has some really good points. Like, I don't know if you guys know. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying, like, I feel like we're giving up our data anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal doing it in a game.
No,
Like,
but-
I have my GPS location on. Like, I find my iPhone with some people. Like, it does to me. That's
Nah.
I think this age we're just giving away our location to anyway. But I don't want to go off track with that.
But this is a different type of.
Yeah, this is like some...
But how is that any different than just using your cell phone?
Well, one, I guess I can see your point, but now this is like an outside like source. This is like, who knows where this is like information
So-
going to?
It's the company. See,
I
it's
get
one
what
thing
you're
to have
saying.
the
It's another-
government
it's another
track you.
company.
Exactly. What were they doing with that data? They made like
Okay, Verizon's tracking me. Apple's tracking me.
But
Every
yeah.
time I open my Dunkin' app and I go to the Dunkin' Donuts, they're tracking me.
Well, yeah,
My
but you're usually at
Waze
Dunkin',
app
though.
is tracking me. Like, all these apps are tracking me. Google Maps is tracking me. So I don't really see what the difference is. If you want to play the game, that's what you have to do. Don't play the game then.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Tell them, Dempsey.
Get them.
Pokemon is a game about catching
Them all.
We're the them now.
Ooh.
They're catching us all.
Wow.
Copyright that.
That's just my thoughts. I think it's very interesting, to say the least, that this was the first game of its kind, besides whatever the hell the other game was.
Don't talk about that.
But it opened the doors. Like we were talking earlier about the augmented reality aspect.
Right.
How I look at augmented reality 3 years ago, nobody knew what the hell that was. Now it's everywhere. You can shop online and use augmented reality.
Yeah.
Open doors, and
That's nuts.
I don't know. I mean, it's a useful tool, but who's to say that there's not anything else behind that? I'm just saying we're not a conspiracy podcast, but I think it's very you cannot not think about these things, especially when it comes to delivering a product like this. And it looks like something, but it could be something totally different.
Yeah. I try not to think about things like this because I'll just make myself crazy. Like I'm just saying we're tracking every aspect. You use your credit card, it's tracking where your purchase was.
I got that
the
chip
company
now.
was. Right, you got that chip.
Ooh,
Right.
don't talk to me about the chip, bro.
Right. So I don't know. I just feel like with anything, you're giving up your privacy. And when's the last time you read terms and conditions on something?
Never.
Who knows what you're giving?
Well,
away?
Apple always put like 5,000 paragraphs, so
Right.
they never want you to really know what they have on you.
The other thing that I wanted to say was, Pokemon Go had like a lot of really great positives. Like it brought a lot of people together. Like,
For sure.
But they
John
have
Mayer posted a picture of
goodness.
him buying Pokecoins on the first day that it was released.
That's funny.
Cool.
But remember all those dead bodies and accidents that
I do
That they
remember,
found?
like, people not paying attention,
Just
walking
in a
into the
Yeah.
water,
river,
walking off a cliff.
people getting into car accidents? It was posted on highways. Don't play Pokemon Go.
Right,
Drive.
right.
Look up.
Right, which is crazy. Like, but I mean, the game. It's not the game's fault. Like, it's the individual's person's fault.
I disagree. Nobody's saying
Yo, you're wild.
It's the government.
It's the government fault. Collusion.
sure.
No, but but honestly, like that's no difference than like texting and driving, checking your email or checking social media. Like you're playing the game. Like that's on you. That's a foolish decision. Unfortunately, like rest their souls. But like that's a silly thing to do, and like you're just not paying attention. Like
For a game.
right? You're not using your eyeballs, or they're the same thing, bro. For a text, for a phone call, for a notification, like it's never that serious.
No,
it's not even real life.
What about your friend who driving slow on the
Yeah,
highway?
that's what I'm about to say.
Not
Yeah,
driving slow on the highway.
That's what you said.
No, not in the highway.
In the city, which is
In
worse.
the city at like 2 a.m. Nobody was up.
The city that never sleeps. Nobody was up.
Nope. Oh, uh-oh. Shots fired.
Bang, 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 bang.
But yeah, nah. You was driving slow.
Yeah, we're fine. You know,
Wasn't on the highway.
She just slowly going through the red light. We're
Nah,
good.
like,
yeah.
because if you're going 60 miles in the car on the highway, you can't spin it. It doesn't.
I know. I feel
No,
you.
but no lie, he would drive maybe like 10 miles an hour so we could collect
Gotta hatch
Pokeballs
those
and
eggs.
stuff like that. We could hatch the eggs.
It killed me.
It was a good time.
Like when I used to play on the train would go so fast sometimes.
Yeah, you missed the spin.
I missed the spins, and they'd be like, "Are you in a vehicle? Don't play while driving." I'm
Right.
like, "I'm on the train."
Because when they first came out, that was not the case.
Nah.
Nope.
No, that message was added later because people get
Yeah,
accidents.
yeah. That was not the
That's
case.
nuts.
I hate when there's like a Pokemon there, like a rare Pokemon. You're about to click on it, and that stupid message pops up.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I mean, I stopped playing, and then I started playing like after a while because I'm like
Yeah.
all the games like
I stopped too.
I'll stop and then I'll start again because they have like a new update or something like that. But what made you guys stop? Was it just time? Because you guys sound like you were really excited for when it came out. I
let's
was
see.
so when it first came out. I think I'm more excited now because they have so much more in it.
So I mean, I'll take this one real quick. I'll
take this
Real quick.
real quick. So
All right,
yeah, you
and
know.
go.
So this one, let's see. I stopped because I think I was trying to get like 150, like the original,
Right.
but it was like hard getting Snorlax at the time. It was hard getting like
The legendaries.
the legendaries.
Mewtwo was like added very recently.
Yeah, I got him actually because I did re-download it just
Mm-hmm.
because like my friend told me about it. He's like, "Oh man, it's better now. All these community events."
Was
I'm
that
like,
friend Dempsey?
no, we weren't friends.
But we are now.
Still aren't.
Who are you? So that's what really got me back into my friend, because he told me about like how much better it is now. So I was like, okay, it was cool. I got back into it, caught Mewtwo, caught the legendary birds, but then after that, I just stopped again.
Yeah, it lulls.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be really exciting for a time, and then it'll just stop being exciting. Like, they just, like, introduced another legendary Pokemon. I think they have a new generation coming out soon. Might be any day now, actually. And then now they have all these fun events, but then after that, it lulls. Like, there'll be nothing going on for, like, an entire month, and then it gets boring again.
Yeah.
And you can't play a game with that kind of momentum.
No.
It sucks.
So, I mean, for me, very similar to Zeke. Like I would dare to say I know every single Gen 1 Pokemon. So I was excited when Pokemon Go came out. I was like, oh, I'm playing Pokemon Yellow again, which was my first
Bread and butter.
Yeah, it was my first time playing that Game Boy. So I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna be able to catch them all. But I think they had like regionals. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't think it is.
Yeah,
Right?
they had. Well, they make it easier now. I think you can hatch them in the eggs
So
now.
I
If
think
you want
it was
Mr.
like-
It has to be a
Mime.
special event to do that.
Oh,
You
does it?
can't do it all the
So it
time.
was like Aerodactyl, the Kangaskhan.
Not Aerodactyl. You get Aerodactyl.
No, it's Mr.
No.
Mime.
Mr. Mime,
Farfetch'd,
Farfetch'd,
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan.
That's
and-
it.
And our thing was Tauros, which I had so
whatever.
many.
Yeah, we all had those things.
So yeah, I couldn't catch
Like Ash.
those, and then I think it was like I couldn't evolve into Dragonite or something. I was
Well,
like, it's
'cause
so much work.
You need like 500
yeah, and I can
little
never find
candies.
those.
Yeah. And you only get 3? And then
Yeah.
and then when you crunch them up and kill them, you only get 1 candy back?
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, it's true. So I was like, all right,
too
it's
much.
not. Yeah, so I felt like I had accomplished what I could accomplish already
Yeah.
at that time. And I do know there's special events. I get the emails every now and then, but I don't. It's just too much now. And then I think when Gen 2 came out, I was like, no, too much. And you just said they're up to Gen 5?
Gen 8.
Eight.
Gen 5 in the game.
And it's Gen 8 in real
in real
life.
life,
I can't.
yeah.
That's too much.
There's
I
so
can't do it.
I want to meet the guys that are
I'm
sitting at a
overwhelmed right
desk
now.
that were like, oh man, we need more Pokemon. Oh, what's this? A computer.
There's a sandcastle. A sandcastle.
There's an ice cream cone.
Oh my goodness.
I seen a bunch of these. They just like ran
It's a
out of
sword.
ideas.
They made a sword and a shield, literally.
Really?
Not the new game, but there's literally a Pokemon that was like a sword.
That
It comes out of like a shield.
wait, but then
So they're not even animals anymore?
No, bro, they're objects.
creatures. But
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They're not. I feel like they were used to.
They
I
were
would say
based
they
off animals.
used to be based off animals.
Which is like, you really want to get into like deep lore Pokemon.
Ooh.
It's because it's supposed to be based in a world after World War II, and all the animals had these different side effects. So that's why there's like Pokemon like Pikachu and things like that. Like they can actually do
that's
these.
that's real.
That's not the.
Did you make this up?
That's not the official lore, but if you want to go to Reddit
I was
or
gonna
anything like
ask you.
that,
That's like some folklore on Reddit.
Reddit's some scary place, man. You gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
be
nah,
careful.
but for that, it kind of makes sense though.
Definitely
If
fell
I
in
can
a
see
Reddit
that.
hole.
And if you read some of the actual text from the old games, it kind of alludes to that. Like, especially when you talk to Lieutenant Surge, he's like, things have been different since the war, man. Yeah.
There are some dark things with Lieutenant Surge and the ship, the SS.
Yeah.
Not Mary, I don't
But
know what
that
it's
says
called.
something.
Yeah, but I have read some
Well, that's ship.
or even Lavender Town.
Don't talk about Lavender Town.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, it's a lot of
For those who don't know, that's like the ghost town.
yeah.
And there was a
Like they bury
Wait,
their dead Pokemon.
yeah,
there.
but I'm thinking back to the cartoon now because don't they
wild.
mention something about Pokemon reincarnating into other Pokemon or something like that?
Do
Like
they?
it gets
I don't-
really
I don't
weird.
know.
It does get in Lavender Town. That's what
Yeah.
it's about. It's very weird. And then Pokemon
Yeah.
dying. They've never addressed that.
Also, how are they just ghost Pokemon? So if
Right.
if I'm a Pikachu and I die, I turn into
So-
a Ghastly?
So,
What?
So I read that is Gengar like a Clefairy that died or something like that.
They were saying it's a dark Clefairy.
Yeah. You read that too?
Yeah, 'cause,
am I on Reddit too? I don't know where I read this at.
on Reddit.
I read it on Reddit, and I went into a Reddit hole. Hey-oh.
Oh man. So well, a little switch it up for my more Pokemon conspiracies. You said Pokemon Yellow was your first one.
Yeah.
What was your first Pokemon game, Dempsey?
My parents got me Gold one year for
Ah.
Christmas.
So
I
you
never
don't
played
have,
it.
So you don't have a childhood.
I never
You
played
missed
it.
Blue, Red, and Yellow.
Yeah, I never played
Wow.
it. I was introduced in the Johto League, right?
Pokemon Johto.
But I never played the game. Like, I had a Game Boy. Shout out to Game Boy.
Yeah,
And-
Nintendo.
And
If you want to sponsor us, Game Boy, please do so.
don't sponsor us. They don't exist anymore. What you mean?
Yeah, because this ain't no game, boy.
I'm a businessman. Never mind.
Yeah.
Same concept. You got it.
Yeah, I'm not a businessman. I'm a
businessman.
businessman.
All right.
All right.
I actually goes like,
Back.
back in the day, I used to play Game Boy, but this ain't no game,
Boy.
boy. That's the line.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So we said that twice.
so Gold.
Yeah, I played it, and then I didn't play it. And then
Uh-huh.
one day I picked up my Game Boy. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" I stopped. I maxed out Super Mario. I pulled the Zeke with Super Mario. I finished all the levels.
Yeah. You just run through it.
Yeah, and so I played it, and I fell in love with it. And then I played again when Ruby came out. But that was the last Pokemon game I played.
Really?
That was Game Boy Advance.
When it was
Yes.
Game Boy SP, Advance SP was the one that you could
flip
fold
it up.
Okay, yeah.
Like a
It
phone?
was the same thing as Game Boy.
It was the Game Boy
right?
Advance. Yeah. It's
Okay.
the same cartridge. It's just the SP
Right.
is like.
I never had an
I had a
SP.
backlight.
I had the SP.
You never had an SP?
No, I
So
never
that
had
means you had to
Oh.
buy the little thing you had to plug in the
I
little
used
light
to-
on the side.
I used to play because at some point I
Oh
got
my
like
goodness.
the OG Nintendo DS, and I remember playing it there because it had the
Oh.
backlight.
Oh, the DS.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
that
Dang, you,
backlight was revolutionary.
you skipped the SP?
What?
Yo.
Yeah, I never had it because
Bro, you just push the button?
yeah,
it
but I
turns it
had
on.
it. I had a Game Boy Advance. Like there was no need. It was the same thing.
No,
Nah,
Just
it
that
wasn't.
backlight.
Nah.
Batteries,
Bro.
I had it recharged
Charger.
with
Charger,
battery.
right?
Yeah.
That's true.
I
That's
remember
true.
playing a game
And then it dies.
It would just wipe. You see the screen.
Yeah.
It would just fade
Oh
away.
my goodness, yes, and you didn't save
It's
it.
like, no.
You get to that hard level.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And Pokemon, you had to go deep to
Oh
save. You
my
had to click the
goodness.
settings, save. Are you sure? Do you want to overwrite?
Yeah.
Yo, but
Of course I
you
want to
had
overwrite.
But you had to go through like if you just started the game, I feel like you had to play for like 15 minutes before you could save it because you know they want you to go. They want you to
Yeah.
go in the grass, and you know you can't go in the grass. You don't have a Pokemon. They have to like it was the same.
You don't got no
beginning
Pokeballs.
concept.
Yeah.
Right? You don't got Pokeballs. You don't have a Pokemon.
So you gotta watch the
Right,
professor
right,
fight.
Professor Oak has to fight a Rattata, and he catches the Rattata
With his hands.
With his hands. I think it was probably like Nidoran versus Rattata. Remember, even the opening credits of the game, it was like Nidoran versus like Nidoran.
It was Nidoran
What's
versus
Gengar?
Gengar.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense.
They would never fight each other in real
Right.
life.
When would they ever cross paths?
Right. Nidoran can't even hit Gengar.
Yeah, he's normal. Oh no, wait, no, I don't think that was introduced yet. That
types?
Oh, no?
no, they were types, but I don't think the whole thing of like normal attacks don't
Oh, really?
affect ghost attacks.
Oh,
yet.
it wasn't a thing yet? Oh.
Not yet, but yeah.
But
As of
like-
now, that wouldn't make
Yeah, that
no
wouldn't
sense.
make any sense. Man, there's just some things. I'm just thinking about it now. I'm on a
How
Pokemon
dumb
tangent
it
now.
is.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Talk about it.
Because back in the day, bro, you needed a whole link to trade Pokemon.
Oh my
You
goodness.
could not,
It's a wire.
bruh,
Yes.
You could not get a Gengar without trading a Haunter. How stupid is that? You had to trade Pokemon with your friends so your Pokemon could evolve.
And then
That's
trade
so
it back.
you lost your Pokemon
And trade
your
it back.
boy got a Gengar. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
No.
And it was like that for a few of them.
Yeah, a couple Pokemon you actually have to trade.
the Graveler into Golem. Same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Same thing.
Golbat into Zoop to Crobat.
Nah, he could evolve at later.
No,
later
no,
times.
No, that
I remember
one.
maxing mine
yeah.
out to level 100 in
I
the
caught a
game.
Crobat at some point.
And I was
not
it-
quite evolved at some
Even
point.
Scyther too. This is like what
Oh,
gold.
Oh, but you
Yeah.
moving up to Sizer
gold.
with the red. The
Yeah,
redness.
this
Yeah,
is
I'm
gold
talking
and
about
silver.
The second generation. I
Yeah,
didn't
Crobat
like,
was that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that aspect of the games. That it was definitely, you could tell that it
But
was
they
a fun
won't-
game to a limit. That they
Yeah.
needed to monetize. That you had to get both games to have the full experience.
Yeah.
But then if you got both games, who the hell you gonna trade it to?
Bro, you need another Game Boy.
Game
It's
Boy.
stress. I'm stressed.
And you need,
And you need
that
a link.
wire.
It's like you need friends.
Yeah. No, but see, when I think at one, I don't know. I don't know who I did it with. At one point, though, I remember playing the game like 3 times, getting the new starters and trading it to somebody.
Oh yeah, and then trade it all
getting
back.
it all back, and
Yeah.
that was fun doing that.
But
I like
that's
that. Red and Bull.
I lied. I'm sorry, guys.
You're a
You're
liar.
a liar.
In college, one of my friends had put me on to. he
Pause.
said-
You have friends?
Yeah. I
In college?
I had some.
Back when he was in college.
Back when I was.
No, he got a wife and a kid only.
I'm
I
an
guess they're
adult.
friends.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
so
even gonna, we're not even gonna talk about that on the air. What we witnessed.
Anyway,
Frenemies.
moving on.
in college, one of my friends told me, he was like, "Yo, this new Pokemon game
What?
coming out, supposed to be fire."
Fire?
And it was called X and Y.
Whoa!
So that's when I had my DS. Before I gave my DS away, but I bought the game and I played it. And this is the thing. They had innovated. I missed like 4 generations. Right? 'Cause I played it a while. And it was the DS. You didn't need the wire to trade. All you needed was Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And there was a network
Yeah.
of people
there is
that you request a Pokemon and you could trade them, and a lot of them were just spam. Yo, I got all the first generation starters, second generation starters, and then yeah, I got all, and even Pokemon that they didn't have in the game you could request, because obviously there's hackers and people that just generate the Pokemon.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
And they would give you them for like nothing. Like I would trade like a
Rattata
for like a Totodile.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was
big
like,
bucks.
and this was like generation 5 or 6 or something like that, and it was the coolest thing.
And that was just within the game.
It was it was all at the disposal of the game. It was the most fun that I had playing Pokemon. But then the con to that was the fact that you had to keep up, because if you couldn't, like the game would progress and people would level up. With other events, because I think it was X and Y, and then they introduced Z, the Z Pokemon.
Oh goodness!
So
I'm so lost.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
So yeah, but the thing is, if you stop playing, you kind of miss out.
There's 151 Pokemon as far as I'm concerned.
As far as you're concerned,
And it's the world to see. But I think the last one I got, I think I got Black from Pokemon Black and White or whatever. But
Opal? Let me stop.
shout out but, to my guy.
That's Zeke's name on Pokemon Masters.
Character name, yeah, have to be creative.
There's a whole story.
I didn't just want to use my name. So what was it? Heart Gold. Like when they
was that on
the DS?
Soul Silver and all.
Yeah.
I had
Heart
Leaf.
Gold.
I also had Leaf Green on Game Boy Advance.
I did too. It was pretty
Oh,
dope.
that was
Fire
cool.
Red.
Yeah, like the reboots.
Yeah.
The Heart Gold. That's probably the most
I'm
fun
gonna
I had
agree with you.
playing.
I had Soul Silver.
Yeah.
Because I had Silver version for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
That was probably the best one because it allowed you to get 16 badges. Honestly,
best
I feel
game.
like
No,
Best
but
game.
so did
another one did.
Gold.
No, that's
yeah,
what we're talking
yeah,
about.
no, we're talking about the
You-
remake.
When you finish Johto, you go back to the
it's
phone
that whole gen.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same game.
They
Just better graphics.
reboot it
Literally
up.
the same game.
And they let you freaking have the Pokemon, any Pokemon you wanted, follow behind you, which was so
yes,
dope.
you could change it instead of just like, which is a callback to Yellow.
Yes.
You only have Pikachu there.
That was great.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
probably
There
the
was
best.
a game that was released, but it was only released in Japan, right? It was green or something. 'Cause
So
it was
the
all-
original,
yeah.
the original first, like red and blue was in America, and they had red and green in Japan.
Yeah.
That was the one that I think it was selling for a couple $100s on eBay because it was so
Rare.
still hard to find.
I don't know.
Well, in Japan, they got that.
Yeah. So you said there's 8 gens now. So if they made, I don't know. I don't play like video games like that unless it's on my phone. Like I'll play like a mobile game.
I do
But
same
the
thing,
mobile
yeah.
games aren't even like
Yeah.
real
But
full
I would
games
like
anymore.
a real full Pokemon game available on my phone with all the generations, even though I don't even know.
You
Because
ever
I
had an
think that would be
emulator?
fun.
I had one.
No, I never
I
had
tried
one.
it, but
That's
you
a
can't
thing?
save the game.
You
I
could.
did. I did have an emulator.
You-
I did.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was playing Pokemon Yellow. I paid for it. I
Jailbreak.
Actually paid for it.
Oh, you
It was
paid
an
for
app.
it.
It was an app. But then there was an
Got 'em.
update. Yeah, I did pay for it. It was like I think it was like $10 for like a year, son. I don't know.
$10 for a
then-
year.
But then they like updated it, so my game got erased, and I would have to go through like this whole hassle to like
Oh, bro.
re-download it because I don't think Apple really wants that on their phones.
Nah.
Because I didn't like jailbreak my phone. It was just something I like downloaded, and it was an app. It was cool. I played it for maybe a month.
I was gonna say that's what I
was
did.
playing the If you ever played Mega Man Battle Network,
Yeah,
I was playing that.
That's
I was
dope.
playing that.
Yeah, we played all the time. Remember in,
Yeah, we used to
in high
play it.
school?
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times, good times. Remember that we brought the PSPs?
Ooh, they're not ready for the PSP.
Yeah,
I forgot about the PSP.
Yeah.
That was lit.
Yeah.
That was a great gaming
They
system.
I don't know what they're doing anymore.
I think I jailbroke that too. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I had like a bunch of games on that, and then you could change up like the front
Yeah.
settings, have like a bleach theme. It was pretty cool, man. Shout out to jailbreaks.
Or not.
You're right,
Yeah.
or not.
Nah, jailbreak. That's how I did the same thing, but my friend jailbroke it for me. So I had the Pokemon Yellow games. I just played on my my iTouch back in the day. Fire, flame.
Nerd.
By your flame.
Yeah, all right,
You have the same game.
There's one thing that I wanted to touch upon. We were talking a little bit about Pokemon conspiracy theories.
We
were. You guys ever heard
don't
about the Pokemon theory?
Talk to me.
Like the whole thing that so obviously 8 generations is bizarre. Like if you look at Pokemon for what it is, it's just ridiculous. Obviously, it's like this whole fun little franchise. But if you delve deeper, there are a lot of some things that start to not make sense, right? How is it that every time you turn around, there's another world to explore? Right? How is it that that Ash Ketchum hasn't aged?
Well,
a bit?
Ash is just dumb. So let's.
But there's this whole theory that there are only.
Wait.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait. Is this just about the show or
This
just
about? This is about the Pokemon. Yeah, the Pokemon show, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I don't
That
know
he's sleeping?
that he's in
He
a
got hit.
coma.
Yes, I did hear that.
So the whole thing
talk
is
to
for
me.
those of you guys who don't
Yes,
know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I like this
That
theory.
there's only really like 2 or 3 Pokemon that we know of, and it's like Pikachu.
Pikachu's one.
So wait,
Pidgey.
So
right?
Pikachu. Wait. So when Ash got shocked by Pikachu, he's in a
Yes.
coma.
Yeah.
He's in a coma. Yeah. So,
And the whole exchange that happens in the first episode pretty much put where Pikachu, essentially, if you haven't seen it, Pikachu
Shocks
when
him.
you first meet him, he shocks
yeah,
Ash.
he electrocutes him.
And
Thundershock.
he also tries to electrocute another bird Pokemon called Pidgey or whatever, and Ash
Is he in a coma too?
ends up in a coma. No. And the
No.
whole
Pidgey.
series
Is him in a coma.
is him in a coma, and that's why he doesn't age, and that's why he's afraid to wake up from the coma. So he keeps on envisioning all these new worlds.
Yeah, it makes sense. And even in the first episode of Pokemon, we see Ho-Oh in it. We see a legendary bird from Gen 2.
That's the third Pokemon.
We have no idea what that is because it doesn't happen until like the
later
following
on, yeah.
year or whatever.
Which I think is great though, because like for layers for storytelling.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But it leads me to believe that maybe that theory is true.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
How would he know about Ho-Oh? Like he's never.
Because he envisioned. To me, he envisioned it.
Yeah.
But he's never seen one before, you know.
Right. That's the thing. He hasn't seen any of these Pokemon. They don't really exist. It's all in his imagination.
So he just made up a Ho-Oh. That's what you're
Yes.
saying. Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It makes. I
Gotcha.
think the thing that makes it makes sense to me is the fact that there are literally just every time you turn around, there's brand new Pokemon. There's
brand new Pokemon,
and they just keep on coming up. And Ash just stays the same. He's been doing this for more
he's been
than
on a
10
run.
years. Come on,
Yeah.
he should have facial hair. That's all
Because
I'm saying.
this started before I was 10. Because I was like, man, I want to be a Pokemon trainer, but I'm not 10 yet.
I want to be Ash Ketchum and be 10 years old.
But I don't know. He never wins. So what's the point? Keeps losing.
No, and you know what? That's the other thing, that he wants to catch them all. But how can you catch them all if they keep on? If there are more to be always out there?
He's not catching them all.
No, he's never trying to actually fill out Professor Oak's mission.
Pokedex. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Ash.
You played yourself.
Yes.
Shout out to Gary. Yo, Gary was my guy.
Gary, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Go, Gary. He had his own cheerleaders.
He pulled up in the convertible with chicks.
Oh, man.
Everywhere. He was 10.
What's that? I didn't even realize that.
He's 10, pulling up with
what
chicks.
What were they telling us at 10 years old? That you need a convertible and woman? Wow.
And he used to always punk Ash. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's a bully.
Gary was the man.
Bully.
He had his cars. His grandpa's Professor Oak getting him Pokemon whenever he wanted.
Right? He gave him Eevee, right?
Yeah. Or did he? I think he called him. But let's just say that he did.
I don't know.
But yeah, Gary was the man. Shout out to Gary. Miss those jerk rivals, man. Because in the games now,
they're your allies.
Yeah. Come on,
Don't even
kids.
start
Kids are so sensitive now. They can't have jerk allies.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, rivals.
Team Rocket, they were fun.
That's another thing. Oh,
they were weird too.
Yeah, that I don't.
And they just
I
added
don't even
Team
want to
Rocket
get
to
into
Pokemon Go.
That's right.
That's so annoying. It's so dumb. I don't even.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to get into it.
Yeah,
I have my own ideas about that.
I've kind of had it up to here, but talking about Pokemon, I've had a little bit of a nostalgia ride.
Yeah,
but I've also just been I'm so done with it because I still play the Pokemon Go game and I still like the franchise. I
delete it,
movie or whatever.
Of course,
but I'm not deleting it. No, but it's just at the same time, it's oh man, I'm just gonna ride this way forever. And it sucks. It's you got Pokemon Masters, man. You have
but it's
no, but it's really. Are you really gonna delete it off your phone right now?
I once I get to Zeke's level, so never.
So I feel like Pokemon Master does have its own plateau because it's just
Oh, you know.
Yeah, no.
Yo, he definitely knows.
He's like, yeah, it only takes like a day to get there.
That's
so.
fine.
Honestly, yeah, but the whole idea of like, because you want to use the Pokemon you want to use, like your favorites, and until they start actually like releasing them, there's really no like other point really to play, and then it's just the whole thing of spending gems. Like that whole idea, like you work so hard, build them up, and then you still might not even get the chance to get that one you want.
It's almost like a call to Digimon.
No.
Yeah, because it's one Pokemon per trainer.
Oh,
No.
yeah. I could see that.
I see what you're saying, but you still have 3 on the team, though.
I don't really like the
but
fact
it's one per
that
trainer.
you have to pay, like that paywall kind of thing. Because like Pokemon, you bought the games originally. That's it. Unless you gotta buy another Game Boy and the other game.
But then, with that logic, I didn't pay for this game. It's a free game.
But then you could actually go and get the Pokemon you want in those games.
Yeah.
This is like now I gotta drop $20
to hopefully get something that you're
to maybe get
with.
something.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's not gonna really go for a long time. This game.
I don't know. I think that Pokemon is. I think we can all agree that Pokemon is just something that's fun.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it has no signs of slowing down, but it's still something that I think we'll be able to enjoy. Maybe I might be able to share it with my kid one day. I don't know about you guys.
Nah.
Avid, if you ever settled down.
Wow.
Bang bang.
I am not out here in these streets.
Well, maybe you should be.
So, I don't know. You guys have anything else you want to add to Pokemon or anything else you want to say?
Just try to catch them all, guys. That's it.
Before they catch you.
Yeah, exactly. Fun franchise. It probably will last forever because like just turn out different Pokemon whenever you want. So maybe I will still keep playing.
I mean,
maybe.
It's definitely interesting how like we're in our 20s now, and they're still creating new content, new games. So
that still appeals to you.
It's still I downloaded the game. So wow,
it's a simple concept. Be a master, catch Pokemon, win.
One day I'll be a master.
One day.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our episode here. If you guys want to chime in on the conversation, feel free to email us at adz.pod@gmail.com. Twitter, Instagram, adz_podcast. So thank you guys again so much. I'm Avid.
I'm Dempsey.
I'm Zeke. And thank you for listening.
tuning in to ADZ.
Yeah.